I mean, your world's favorite motorcycle to not ride is a Honda right now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Which one?
I would not ride the Highness
Yeah.
because it's not a Honda.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very strong statement, but we both concur exactly on this. From everything we know about what Honda's motorcycles do, whatever little the CB350 does, it's not what Hondas do. And if there's one motorcycle, I think there are two motorcycles that I've never really bothered to recommend to people. One is the Dominar, because I think that motorcycle needs to be a heck of a lot better. And the other is the Highness, because for whatever little it does, it's not a Honda. Honda.
Oh my God. I mean, I'm actually gonna take a pause.
And
here.
cars and motorcycles both are.
Oh wow.
Your pause just got bigger.
Yeah, because Honda. Oh my God, where do I start? Motorcycles or cars?
Civic Type R, I think.
Civic Type R, right? Forget Civic Type R, just the Civic,
Yeah.
right? Just the Civic. They brought it to India, and I'm not kidding you. I do this every time I see a Civic on the road. In my head, if I'm on a motorcycle, in my head, I'm giving that guy a high five. If I'm crossing a Civic, I will always turn to see who's driving.
Hmm.
I think the combination of the engine and the gearbox just made no sense to me. The petrol could have been a manual and the diesel could have been an automatic, whatever, right? But they did it
The other way.
yeah, because that chassis is fantastic. It's fantastic. I mean, a chassis, we're talking about all this as though, a chassis, I can sense the strength. No, it's about how it talks to you. And it does talk to you. You can feel how it's weighing up the outside wheels, how it's going into a corner. It's fantastic.
So when is the Civic Type R coming?
Oh man. With Honda, I have genuinely drawn a blank. I know we were supposed to come up with stuff. I think the only thing you can go out with saying is, hey, can we have the NSX? And they were genuinely considering the NSX, right, for India at one point. But I think they need to get the bread and butter sorted. And I'd be happy if that happened first and foremost.
So Honda's solution for the moment is, okay, let's just get the basics right first.
I definitely.
Okay, let's move to the motorcycles and let's make this a little bit more fun. You should know that I'm not the kind of person who generally favors Hondas. They're a little bit too neutral and a little bit too subtle for my taste.
I'm not that guy.
Right? When I rode the Africa Twin, I thought they'd achieved something special because it was a category of motorcycle that takes me to off-road places, which I'm a little bit scared of, where having neutral and subtle is actually a good thing. And I really enjoyed my time on the Africa Twin. At that point, there was only the DCT. I went to Malaysia for this really strange event where I don't really know what was going on, but there were lots of motorcycles to ride. I rode the manual Africa Twin there, and I understood that we had the worse Africa Twin. The more convenient Africa Twin, perhaps, but the worse one. And I was okay, because now that's been fixed. In the process, Honda raised their prices. And as soon as I say prices, I know you guys are laughing, right? Because the motorcycle that excited me the most continuously over the 5 or 6 years, whenever I've had a chance to ride it, is the CB500X. I think it's an absolutely spectacularly good motorcycle. And then Honda showed that they really know how to price motorcycles well.
This might sound like a little bit of repetition, but to clarify things, you remember when Honda first made a big stride in India? CBR.
250,
yeah.
The squandered stride, as I like to call it.
Because back then, the promise was, we're going to manufacture the CBR 250R here in India.
Yep.
Right? And because of the free trade agreement with Thailand, we'll get parts from there and all of that. So it made sense that you're going to grow this ecosystem. So therefore, you'd be able to cater to the Indian enthusiast better. Has that happened?
Yeah, everybody else is catering to the enthusiasts that Honda has forgotten about.
So they've not really developed that plan further, right?
They didn't develop the plan at all. I remember going to the Bira circuit, riding that bike, coming here, riding that bike again. And since then, it's received both an LED headlight, I think, along the way. That's it.
We got the CBR 150 as well.
We did?
Yeah.
You remember it?
I remember it because I was flummoxed. I was like, is this exactly the same motorcycle as the 250? Because the design
It was very similar, yeah.
It was like, it was literally like they took the design in Photoshop and they say, scale it down 10%. I think that was about it.
Yeah, but it was not
exactly the same.
But honestly, I didn't enjoy riding it enough to even remember it.
The 150?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that there is a picture of Aarti with the KTM and there is a CBR 150R in the background that day because I think we were testing it at that point of time. That's my only memory of that motorcycle.
Yeah.
Completely failed to make an impression. The Malaysian CB 150, which is the liquid cooled one with all of that, that was really impressive. That's not what we got though,
Yeah.
right? But the CBR 250R, I think, is a symptom that Honda is so busy trying to get the volume sorted and the Activa is doing so much work for them that they're literally blinded to the rest of the picture.
Right.
Which is why I don't think any of their motorcycles really work as of today, right? There are some motorcycles which have little pockets of followings, but which Indian Honda can you really say is like the Honda or a Honda from the global stable? I mean, your world's favorite motorcycle to not ride is a Honda right now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Which one?
I would not ride the Highness
Yeah.
because it's not a Honda.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very strong statement, but we both concur exactly on this. From everything we know about what Honda's motorcycles do, whatever little the CB350 does, it's not what Hondas do. And if there's one motorcycle, I think there are two motorcycles that I've never really bothered to recommend to people. One is the Dominar, because I think that motorcycle needs to be a heck of a lot better. And the other is the Highness, because for whatever little it does, it's not a Honda. Okay, compose yourself while we move on to their big wing operation where none of the prices make sense.
I mean, the Africa Twin is, for me, a sweetheart. Beautiful. And the manual. Hands down. There's no two ways about it. Hello. If you enjoyed this clip, which means you're into good conversations, and that's what we're all about. It's really hard packing in the essence of an idea into a 60-second clip. This 3-minute, 5-minute video would have given you a sense of that. And you can enjoy this entire conversation in its full glory on the MotorInc channel. So why don't you head out over there and subscribe to that? And you could subscribe to this channel as well if you enjoyed it.